Good morning, Chuck here at Garden Spot Acres. Today we have another project we're going to be starting. Let's go take a look. Today we're going to be building 30 feet of raised beds, 30 feet long by 4 feet wide. We're going to be placing them over here along our berry patch here. They're going to stretch from here. You can see the other raised bed over there. They're going to stretch from here all the way down to the other end, right about even with that chair that you see there, all the way down to here. Now, last year we had built some raised beds and we used these modular blocks from Home Depot. I have a video, I'll link that in the description. I have a video of this build using these blocks. So if you want to watch that video, go ahead. It's pretty interesting how these blocks work and how versatile they are. But this raised bed here is also 30 feet long and 4 feet wide, made with those blocks. Today I'm going to be doing a little different build. Instead of using the blocks in the corners, I'm going to be using 4x4s. And our ultimate goal here is to, of course, get this side lined with the raised beds, come across the front of our berry patch with a 2x6, go across the back of our berry patch with 2x6s, and that'll hold all this mulch and everything in that we put in to suppress the weeds. Also give me a place to attach a fence, because we do have dogs. We want to keep the dogs out of here ultimately. Well, let's go take a look at these raised beds that we built last year. I've used some pressure treated slats here to hold up our fence. There's 20 feet of asparagus that we planted in here. None of that's up yet. Hopefully that starts popping up soon. If you have a problem with pressure treated lumber, you don't want to use it, go ahead and use regular common lumber. You could use redwood, you can use cedar, pine, but of course some of them are going to last longer than others. But we're going to use the pressure treated because the research that I've read says it's pretty darn safe to be used in raised beds. Let's get this started. We're going to be cutting some 4x4s, and I'll be cutting those about 14 inches long. The 2x6s will cover 11 inches of that. I want to leave a short 3-inch leg, you know, sticking out the bottom of the raised beds so that I could level up, do some leveling over here, because there is a little bit of unevenness here where I want to place these. All right, I've decided to go 13 inches on my legs. That'll give me 2 inches sticking out underneath for my short little legs. That should be enough to level that up. So I'm going to go 13, 26, 39, and 52. I have my other one over here propping the door of the smokehouse closed. If you haven't seen that video, go to my playlist. You can find a playlist on building the smokehouse. We have a little Sportsman's Guide wood stove that I use. I place it outside over here, and we use that to smoke. I just built this, so I just tested it out. Works well. You can watch the 7-part series on that. All right. Okay, we got those cut. Now I'm gonna go ahead and measure my 8-footers here. Hopefully I'm just gonna cut them in half if they're all the same length. Now you'd think they'd be 8-footers, but they're probably not. I got 8 foot 1/2 inch. 8 foot 1/2 inch. 8 foot 1/2 inch. 8 foot 1/2 inch. Perfect. I'm gonna cut those 4 feet 1/4 inch. Cut them right in half. Then I'll have my ends of the raised beds finished. All right, let's check the length on these 4 10-footers. Let's see what we got. 10 foot, a little over half. 10 foot, good. They're both 10 and 5/8 actually. 10 feet 5/8 inches. Super. And that one's a little bit long, so I'm going to trim that one. Okay, so we got all 4 of those cut to the same length. They'll be the first 10-foot section of the raised bed. So now I got to check this out because I see a warped one here. Let's see how bad this is. That's the good one. And this one's a warped one like crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift these up. Get the 4x4 underneath. That's a little leg I wanted just to help me level. It's also got a split in it. So I'm gonna tip that over first. Let's fix the split. Made a bigger split. I'll turn that over so it's in the middle, so it can't split anymore. That looks good there. Let's get this one in. Now you can see the bow, they're touching down here. They're not touching in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a pipe clamp, clamp them together. Then I'll put the other end in. Okay, I don't want to put my 4x4 on that end yet. These have to have some place to go when I clamp them together. They're going to have to go that way. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. Get this clamped together. I'm working on the inside of the raised bed right now. The 4x4s are on the inside. So I'm going to clamp this. Oh, 11 1/4. Let me get in the neighborhood of the center. Oh, let's see, 5 feet. I'm right here. Look at that, I put my clamp right in the center. Now I got 3-inch nails in here. I got 3 inches of wood. I'm gonna have to angle them a little bit. I think I'll put it on this side, get away from those knots. There we go. Nothing came out the other side. That's good. Okay. If anything, I want these boards here to stick out a little bit so when I come across with my 4-footers, they don't leave a gap. So that feels good right there. These are going to get some screws also, but I'll put those in a little bit. All right, that takes care of the 2 long side. I'm going to flip this one over, and I think I'm going to put in a 2x4 on the other side. Ah, 11 1/4. And I think I just cut that 12 1/4. Why didn't you tell me that? Sit there without saying a word, huh? Once we get the first one built and in place, I'm gonna move it over, level it up a little bit, and then the other one's gonna be built to that one. Amazing how much these 2x6s are off from each other. This one down here is even with this one. This one's stacked on top of this one, but it's a 1/4 inch less. Oh well. All right, what I'm going to need to do here, I think, is slide this end over some more. And I'm going to take a tape measure now and attach it to that box over there and make sure the same measurement from here to the box over there.